What's up guys, Shams11 bringing you the ScreamRide demo on Xbox One. Now what you get here is 3 game modes to try, all in the career section. There is a sandbox mode that's all greyed out, but that will be coming to the full version. So for now let's jump straight into the first one, which you're basically a conductor, a driver of a pod going around on a roller coaster. Pretty simple to do. Right trigger is accelerate, left trigger is brake, X gathers you boost when you go over those blue sections. You press X as late as possible in the section to gather the most boost. A is use the boost. You can use as much or as little as you want. You just hold it down, and then all you got to do is lean left and right into the corners. Now the key here is to make it as dangerous and exciting as possible without getting to the point where you're derailing or throwing passengers out. Now this game mode very much feels like Charles Fusion, as in you're going to keep replaying this to get the perfect line, the fastest lap times, know when to use your boost, when not to, shaving those split seconds off and getting those bonus time. And then if you've got enough time left, with enough boost, you can smash through this building. Which at first I thought was really pointless.
Combustion chain reaction achieved.
But turns out to be A, really cool, and B, gets you a whole load of bonus points if you bring the whole building down. Now every game mode you play on this, every race you do has sub-categories, miniature objectives, challenges if you like. I completed a whopping 1 out of 5. I'll be honest with you, I was paying no attention, I was just trying to go as fast as I possibly could. But real potential here to replay and replay and replay, trying to get those best possible scores. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was a bit worried at this stage until I tried game mode number 2, which is Destruction, Demolition, Mayhem, and really amazingly good fun. Now the point here is that you are in a pod, controlling a pod, or a pod flinger should we say. You have 2 types of pod in this demo. You have one that splits up into 3 that we just saw, and you have ones that just fast straight forward. Now this mode very much reminds me strangely of the early Burnout games, Burnout 2, Burnout 3, where you had that crash mode, where it was all about timing and hitting that sweet spot and getting the best multipliers and combos. The buildings all fall down in spectacular fashion, unless you do an amazing shot like that. And some of them have explosive barrels in the bottom of them, which set off chains, which I'm fairly certain I hit coming up soon. Some of them have targets on that you can just see in that shot there, green targets that you don't actually have to hit, the debris has to hit it. You can hit it direct, but that's a flipping hard shot. And when that happens, super explosions happen. I thoroughly enjoyed playing this. It's destruction on a massive scale, similar to Angry Birds, I guess, in one sense. It's about the speed and the physics. You can control the speed. I fired all my shots at full speed because you have to, really. I'd feel wrong if I didn't. So there we go, there's another one that splits up, triggering the target because the debris fell on it, which then causes the building next to it just to explode, which is fantastic fun.
Extensive damage accomplished.
With just the roller coaster section I was really worried. I thought this is not a game that I could keep playing and playing and playing and playing. But this mode has really got me thinking, yeah, I could thoroughly get into this now. There's real potential here for challenges. I hope there's some sort of party mode or local play where you pass a controller around, or 2 controllers, because there's that one-upmanship, there's that wanting to beat someone's combo, wanting to beat someone's top score, and this is just level 1. I'm hoping the other levels get bigger and even crazier. Plus being able to post your scores online would just be fantastic. You can also do kind of an after swerve, which I did here pretty well, I think. The controls are really simple. You left thumbstick moves you around, changes the camera up and down. The bumper buttons LB, choose which type of pod you've got, and you hold A and release A when you want to release the pod. Very simple, very fun, very addictive. And again, like with the first mode, there's objectives and targets that you need to hit. I paid no attention to them because I just enjoyed blowing stuff up. Did pretty well on this. This was my second attempt, admittedly. The first one I'm not showing you because I had too many that I just threw in the water.
Destruction achieved. As you develop your skill, your ability to destroy only grows.
So there we go, I got 4 stars. Pretty happy with that. I didn't do a single challenge, but hey. The third mode is your roller coaster mode. This is where you get to build your own roller coaster, and then you have to test it or launch and see how many people survive going around your roller coaster. This was really amazingly intuitive, easy and quick to do. A button places your tracks, and then X brings up your special tracks. You use the bumper buttons to scroll through the different subcategories, so you loop your loops, the corkscrews, jumps which weren't available on this. But the potential here is magnificent. You can make this as simple. I was just trying to complete the track, to loop it up, and to use as many different silly pieces as I could fit in, which I think I did a pretty good job doing. It will tell you when you've gone outside the grid, or it's too low or too steep. It won't stop you from making corners that are too dangerous, it'll just stop you from making corners that won't link up. So you still have that freedom. There's a real possibility of spending hours doing this. By the time you start putting in buildings that get in the way, to having to have jumps to clear sections, different speed ups, different power up rails, you could just waste days playing this, and that's fantastic. This is my very first attempt at building a roller coaster. This took me 5 minutes to put together, if that, and it's that simple. And then I thought we'll give it a test run, which again, just down on the deep end. So it has a little bit of think. It does struggle a little bit, but here we go. Finally, I didn't make the safest roller coaster, it turns out. Bye bye. Oops. Oh dear. Not sure you get me going on there, but there you go.
Until the reclamation team arrives.
Not bad for a first attempt. I think he enjoyed it. Not sure she's did.
New best.
And again, there's the score modes and there's challenges to do, so yet again even more potential. If you can post and play each other's courses, that'll be even more fantastic. Guys, in conclusion, this is a game that unfortunately probably won't top the charts, purely because it's not a shooter, it's not a racing game. But this is a quality production so far. This is only out beginning of March, so it's a couple of weeks away. I'm very impressed with this. This is 3 distinct game modes that all have a potential to draw in a certain market. For me, the second mode's my favourite. The actual being on the roller coaster is my least favourite. But I mean, you can see from this footage here, the parts that they're going to include are just superb. Hopefully with DLC, there's going to be plenty more to do. For me though, it's all about the multiplayer. If that's there, then I'm sorted, I'm happy. I would give this a go, guys. It's free to download. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. Show me your scores. Tell me you've beaten one. But for me, I'm really looking forward to playing this one. Lots of character, personality, charm, fairly good looking, fantastic physics, and most importantly, it's fun. As always, guys, I have been Shambles11. Thank you ever so much for watching. Till next time.